Dear students, very good morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about a sequential circuit. In that, we are going to discuss flip-flop and its types of flip-flop. So, come on, let's see. So first we have to know about what is flip-flop. Flip-flop is a sequential circuit. So what is mean by sequential circuit? Sequential circuit is the memory-based circuit. Combinational circuit is the memoryless circuit, which generally sample its input and changes its output only at a particular instant of time and not continuously. Flip-flop is said to be edge sensitive or edge triggered rather than being a level triggered like latches. So what is the main difference between flip-flop and latches means? Latches is the level triggered device and flip-flop is the edge triggered device. So in this slide we have a types of flip-flop. SR flip-flop, set and reset flip-flop, D flip-flop, a defined delay flip-flop, JK flip-flop, and a T flip-flop. T means toggle flip-flop. In the slide, we have a logic diagram of the JK flip-flop. JK flip-flop is one of the important flip-flop. So already we discussed about SR flip-flop and the logic diagram of SR flip-flop. So now we are going to move on as JK flip-flop. JK flip-flop is modified version of SR flip-flop. SR means set and reset flip-flop. It operates with only positive clock transition or negative clock transition. So we have two number of inputs, that is J and K. J and K is the input. Here we have a clock. Q of t represent current state. It is a complement of Q of t. It is the real of Q of t. Q of t is nothing but output based on the time period. So in this slide we have a characteristics table of JK flip-flop. So flip-flop and then their characteristics is a very important. So we have a present input J and K, present state is Q of t, next state is Q of t plus 1. We know Qn is the present state and Qn plus 1 is the next state. So we have a J and K inputs 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. When both J and K is 0, 0 means what we'll get at the present state is 0, next state also 0. When any one of the input J and K is 1 means present state also 0, next state is 0. When my both input J and K is 1 1 means present state will be 1 or 0 or next state is 1 and 0. Here we can see the difference. When my both input is 1 and 1, Q of t is 0 and Q of t plus 1 is 1. Next condition is just opposite of this present condition 1 and 0. Next important thing is truth table of JK flip flop. So 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 is the input condition of JK flip flop. Qn plus 1 is the next state. When my both input is 0 0 means I will get the Q of t is the input. When my both input is 1 1 means I will get Q of t bar, that is complement of Q of t will get. When my input is 0 1, J is 0, K is 1 means I will get 0 as the output. When my input is 1 and 0 means I will get 1 as the output. 1 0 means j equal to 1, k equal to 0 means I will get 1 as the output. Okay, I hope you understand the truth table of JK flip-flop. Next one is JK flip-flop characteristic equation. How we can define the characteristic equation of JK flip-flop means from the K map. So here we have a 8 cell K map. J and K Q of T is the input. J01 KQ of T. Two variable means 00011110. So based on the truth table, we have to draw this K map. Already we discussed in our class how to draw the K map. So what is the output of Q of T plus 1? That means Q of N plus 1 is JQ of T bar K bar Q of T. J Q of T bar K bar Q of T is the characteristic equation of JK flip-flop. Next important thing is excitation table of JK flip-flop. So what is mean by excitation table? From the output we can get the input state. So q of t is the output, q of t plus 1 is the next state, j and k is the input. When q of t is input is 0, output is 0 and next state is 0 means when j equal to 0, k is don't care condition. Don't care means it may be 0 or 1, like that. 1 0 don't care into 1. 1 1 means don't care and next one is 0. Okay, so next one is the T flip-flop is the toggled flip-flop. Is a simplified version of JK flip-flop. It is obtained by connecting same input T to the both inputs of JK flip-flop. It operates with only positive clock transition or negative clock transition. Based it operate only positive or negative clock transition. So how this T flip-flop is constructed means from the latch. So SR latches is the fundamental thing to connect to construct a T flip-flop. Okay. So next one is the truth flip-flop truth table is given here. So this is the symbol of T flip-flop. It is a clock and T is the input. Q and Q bar is the output. Output complement. T is a only one input. It may be 0 or 1, 0 or 1. Q, Q bar, Q bar, Q, Q bar, Q, Q, Q bar. So the truth table input, present state, next state. When my input is 0, Q of t is 0 and Q of t plus 1 also 0. When my input is 1, Q of t is 1 and Q of t plus 1 is 0. So this is the characteristic equation of T flip-flop. So T flip-flop a characteristic equation how we can get means from the Q of T next state, after that and don't get conditions of the T flip-flop. So here we can get the excitation tables of all the flip-flop. SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, JK flip-flop and T flip-flops. Student, this is a very important thing. From this excitation table, we can identify the states of the flip-flop. That's why it is very important. Now it's the time for assessment. So what is JK flip-flop and what is T flip-flop and then that is excitation table. What's the difference between latches and flip-flop? So thank you students. I hope you understand about flip-flop and its types.